first and foremost, not listening to what anybody tells you. Whatever's in your intuition and whatever you feel in your gut that you can do, you should go with that shit, because no one can feel and see that. No one can see your vision but you. A lot of things in life, it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to whatever happens to you. So let's say something bad happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I could respond in a negative way and be down in the dumps, whatever. Or I can just change that around and make it motivate me to be a better person and change and be a better me, you know what I'm saying?
The people around you, they're not gonna treat you according to how you feel that you should be felt, you should be treated by people. They gonna treat you according to the way that you present yourself to them, and digitally and in person. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your man Ken Nova Naoji, and we got a special fucking guest in the building. He one of the hardest artists out here in Dallas. Been seeing the growth, been seeing the come up. It's our man Jovaun, man. Go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself, bro.
I go by the name of Real Jovaun, superstar, trap star, pop star, rock star shit, man. Yeah, you already know it, man. I really appreciate you for having me right now. I appreciate the love. I appreciate everything, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We got the star in the building, bro. And, you know, really, there's been a lot of synergy, bro. Like, been seeing your come up, been seeing your growth as an artist.
Right.
And, like, right now, it's just, it's one of those times where it's like, it's your time, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I've been seeing, you know, the numbers going crazy, the songs, you know, people really responded to it. And on top of that, you got a team behind you and all that. So I want you to go ahead and tell the people a little bit about, like, you know, your journey. I know you got the one play away. Like, kind of tell people about what the different things that superstar, trap star, rock star, pop star, like, let the people know what's going on.
Yeah, so the superstar, trap star, pop star, rock star stands for, it's pretty much me telling everyone that they're a star and speaking it to them. You know, it's not just saying I'm a star. I'm saying that you're a star as well. Whatever you want to do in life, you know what I'm saying? You're a star. You can do it. If you want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse, you want to be a superstar, you want to be a pop star, you want to be anything, man. You can do it, you know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of what I'm putting out in the air when I say that. And when you buy a shirt, you know what I'm saying, now you're a star. But even if you don't cop a shirt, you know what I'm saying, it's still me just telling the people that they're a star, and you know what I'm saying, just putting it out there. Yeah, like.
When did Jovaun realize that he was a star?
In one of my verses, I said I've been a star since I was born. So I feel like I've been different since I was a kid. Like, I knew I wasn't regular. I was wearing wild ass, like that shit you got on, wild. I was wearing wild ass Hawaiian shirts to school. Niggas used to laugh at me and shit. They'd be like, "How?" I was wearing a Coogee sweater like Biggie to school in the 8th grade, bro. In the 8th grade, bro. I remember niggas used to laugh at me like, "Ha ha." Next thing you know, 3 years later, them niggas wearing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, bro, it's just been in me, man. It's not on me. You know, I got the drip on me and shit, but it's in me, bro. I just feel like since I was born, I was a star. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a lot of times, like, the first way you'll know, and it's not like, there's a difference between trying to be different, like, on some conscious shit, like, on some, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people be trying hella hard on that shit.
You're talking about that?
There's a difference between that, and it's just like, when you could see shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could see it for yourself. You try this shit on, you know how you looking. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not get it because it's outside of, like, it's just different, but you know what you rocking, but there's people that be trying hard on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Know, bro.
Some weird shit.
People be acting like fake woke and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man. We gotta stay true.
Yeah, you gotta stay true to yourself, man. That's number one. You gotta stay true to yourself. If you this, if you that, you gotta rip that shit and claim it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be no fake ass whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just be real.
Right.
Whatever is you, that's who you are, man. And you gotta be confident in whoever you are and just believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's what we be telling people is like, man, fight for yourself. Fight for your own dream.
Right.
They got a whole lot of people that's like, they trying to be warriors for somebody else. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let them fight for their own dream. You feel me? Some people be fighting so that you don't offend other people.
Right.
It's like, man, fight for your own dream. You got a lot of stuff that you got to work on instead of worrying about how other people feel about whatever somebody else said.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? But like, Jovaun, tell people about like where you're from. You know what I mean?
I'm from Dallas. I was born in Irving. you know, raised most of my life.
One of the best cities in Dallas, bro. Big ups to Irvin.
Yeah, shout out to Irvin, man.
Big ups to Irvin.
It's a little ran down, I can't lie. It's a little ran down right now. But anyways, I grew up in Carrollton a lot of my life. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my sister, apartment, you know what I'm saying? Had to share a bed with my sister and shit. Had to share a room with my sister and shit. So, you know, I know what the struggle is like, you know, eating beans and weenies and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it started there, and then eventually, you know, my mom came up. We got a house in Carrollton, and I was staying in Carrollton for quite a while. And, you know, eventually I had to move out to Frisco because I was getting in trouble, and it was just a lot of bad influence in Carrollton, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all can't really sleep on Carrollton, because some parts of Carrollton, I ain't gonna lie, man, you know what I'm saying? Shit goes down on some sides of Carrollton, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
They got a ghetto in every city, man.
Yeah, they got a ghetto in every city, man, even probably Frisco, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for real. It be like that, man. I grew up in California, bro, in different parts of California.
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of times you realize, man, like, the kids that are the most, like, gone in a way, is a lot of times it's the rich kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the ones that, you know, they're on that white and stuff like that, and they're just super distracted. Like, I genuinely, and this is not no diss to a lot of the people I grew up with, I really don't know what a lot of those people are doing. You feel me? A lot of times it's not about where your family came from. It's about what's in you. You know what I mean? The drive that you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I agree, man. It's about what's in you and the choice that you decide to make. A lot of things in life, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to whatever happens to you. You know what I'm saying? So let's say something bad happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I could respond in a negative way and be down in the dumps, whatever. Or I can just change that around and make it motivate me to be a better person and change and be a better me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Now, like we said, man, we met each other. I think it was like at the Virgin Hotel.
Yeah.
Just on, like, you know, one of them nights, bro. You know, it's Virgin Hotel, one of those places, man. If you meet somebody over there, a lot of times they in the mix. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I remember you, like, you know, either you or one of your friends was saying about how you make music, and whenever people's, like, you know, into music, I'm always like ready to, like, slow down a little bit and hear what's going on.
Yeah.
And you know, I just heard it and I was like, okay, man, this dude, you know, he really working on his stuff, like, for real. You could hear when people are paying attention to quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, and then boom, like, you and I, we, you know, been connecting on, like, you know, social media and stuff like that. And one of the things that I remember, like, we both, like, are on this mentality is just realizing that people not supposed to be taking their dreams for granted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I be seeing that on your posts, like, man, you can't believe how some people take their dream for granted. So, like, tell me, like, what that means for you, like, to be so focused.
Not taking your dreams for granted is pretty much, I mean, first and foremost, not listening to what anybody tells you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's in your intuition and whatever you feel in your gut that you can do, you should go with that shit, because no one can feel and see that. No one can see your vision but you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then secondly, you know what I'm saying, don't let regular life, this 9 to 5 stuff, you know what I'm saying, put more effort into your 5 to 9 instead of your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whenever you get off that 9 to 5, make sure you take your ass to the studio. Make sure you take your ass to the gym. Make sure you take your ass wherever you need to go. Make sure you're studying, you know what I'm saying? The estheticians, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all going to school. Make sure y'all practicing y'all's makeup. Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that if you do have a 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9, just make sure you're putting as much effort in that 5 to 9 as you are your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just how I feel about it, and it's just like, just don't let your dreams go to waste, man. Life is short. We only getting older, and honestly, like, we need to use our youth, because this is our prime. To be honest, like, this is the time we need to make a statement and for ourselves, and this is the time that people are gonna look back and be like, oh, like these videos we post are gonna be on the net forever.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
So we need to make sure we grinding right now while we can, so when we 30, 35, we eating, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. That reminds me of, like, one of the sayings that I have, like, early on, which is, like, it's good for us to imagine ourselves like a seed. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody from the outside, they can't really see what that seed is gonna become. Only that seed knows. You feel me? A lot of times people let the outside world define them, but you can't let the outside world define you. You got to define yourself to the outside world.
Exactly.
and eventually they're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Like you have to. There is people. That's pretty much the main story about everybody that's a successful artist, is they define themselves, and then from there, they really demand that until that come into fruition, and the whole world respect that. So it's like, why would somebody not want to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I totally agree, man. It's just like, yeah, it starts within, man. Like, no one's going to see it. No one's going to feel it until you got that number or number of views next to your name, until you got someone backing you, until you got a cosign, until you got something.
Until they see the hose on it.
Yeah, until they see the hose on it. Yeah, until they see whoever on it, man. That's when they gonna gravitate to where once somebody start riding dick, then everybody start riding the ship. You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy, right?
So it's just, yeah, man. You just gotta stay down until you come up and believe in your dream, believe in your craft, and keep pushing, man. Don't stop for nothing.
Yeah. Well, man, like, I'm telling the people really, a lot of people know, like, you had a show on your birthday. Was that your birthday? Was that around June or July?
It was in July. It was my birthday, actually.
Yeah. And that shit was lit, bro. We had a good time. I got to open up for the show. The people were getting live, man. A whole bunch of dope artists.
Yeah.
You know, your people, your team were able to make it like a situation where, you know, had people selling the merchandise, had, you know, people selling all different kind of merchandise, which was real dope. And then also it being like, you know, just like a situation that ran smoothly and supportively.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a whole bunch of people that have a whole lot of energy on them. Sometimes people get to butting heads, but it wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was just like a whole lot of people just, you know, really having a good time and sharing their gift.
Right. And that's kind of what I wanted, man. I kind of wanted everybody to come support each other and give everybody an opportunity to, you know, get content, get their songs played, get their music heard by other people. It wasn't the biggest event that I'll ever throw because it's only going to get bigger, you know what I'm saying? But
100.
Next event, I have something up my sleeve that's going to even turn it up even more, you know what I'm saying, and give other artists even more opportunities. So,
yeah, man, and that's what it's all about, man. Just like we out here growing, bro, like making connections and like if you are in the loop, you're somebody that want to, you know, keep on growing, you got to just tap in with people that are growing and let your ego down, you feel me? Like, don't be afraid to start and, you know, just build with the people around you. You feel me?
Yeah, man, definitely don't be afraid to build with the people, but also I can see the other side. Sometimes you have to say no, you know what I'm saying? Because you might go to something and you waste your time completely, you know what I'm saying? You have to ask certain questions before you're going to these shows, before you're saying yes to doing anything. Sometimes you have to say no because that doesn't align with your goals and your purpose, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it goes both ways, but definitely stay humble and, you know what I'm saying, take opportunities and don't be afraid of any opportunity, you know what I'm saying, that can help you for sure.
Yeah. One of the biggest shifts for everybody that's like a mature artist right now is really thinking about business. You know, I think Jay-Z said it best when he was talking about how before people used to see the purpose of their musical career as fame, right? But really the goal of having a gift is that you get to live your life through your gift.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the big thing that leads to that for most artists is having a business savvy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what you're doing with the music, what you're doing with your videos. The goal is for you to live your life through your gift. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things for that is having a business acumen.
Right.
And like, what about you? Like, where would you see like your business acumen right now? You know, I've seen a lot of it. So like, can you talk to people about like, you know, where you're at in terms of understanding the business?
I don't completely understand the business. I'm being 100% with you. I know there's things that I'm not doing that I should be doing, and I know there's things that I don't know that I will find out in the near future. But I am studying. I am working towards it. One thing is I'm doing now is creating more content and building more, so I can, you know, put more out to the world and show them my journey and tell them my story right now more so I'm focused on telling my story. But when it comes to business, you know, I'm still learning, man. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, man. I'm not there yet. And I'm still a growing artist, and
yeah,
I'm learning by the day, man. I just hop on YouTube, watch these videos, take notes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And I'm just learning by the day. So, but there is things I'm doing good at in the business, you know what I'm saying? Selling merch, doing shows, stuff like that. But I could build more consistency with that as well. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out these whole business loans and stuff right now, and trying to figure out these business accounts so everybody can eat, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's really the way right now. That's really the way, if I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Man, I love that answer for real, because we all got stuff that we could learn.
Yeah.
You know, we all got stuff to learn more in whatever business we're doing. You know, you are doing things that people are seeing. I mean, the merch is going. I think we saw Riff Raff was rocking it, right?
Yeah, Riff Raff was rocking it.
Riff Raff rocking it. You know, he, you know, a lot of people got eyes on. I mean, he got a whole lot of followers and stuff like that. So how did that connection even come about? Like, how did you meet? How that happened?
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I would hop on this podcast and cap to you like, nah. To be honest, whoever booked Riff Raff, the person that booked Riff Raff pretty much didn't hire me, but last minute was just like, hey, can you be Riff Raff's bodyguard? So I was like, shit, cool, fuck it. Like, all I had to do was just sit there and be like, while he was doing autographs, I had to just sit beside him like this.
That's a funny
ass story. I got a little chest
right
on me and shoulders.
You used to play football a little bit,
yeah,
right?
I used to play football, and I've been in the gym lately. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Yeah.
I just kind of hit that hoe. I was like, I'm a security guard today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's just pretty much how it went. And then D-Town Custom came in there, blessed him with a ring. That hoe was iced out, man. Shout out to D-Town Custom. Shout out to Riff Raff, Girls Umbrella, everybody. And yeah, pretty much that was it. And then I walked him out to his car to go home and stuff like that. So I was technically his security guard for the last little minute. And then at the end, you know what I'm saying, I blessed him with a shirt, you know, we exchanged information and stuff. And he was like, yeah, bro, this so hard. I'm gonna rock this hoe. You know what I'm saying? But when I seen him actually do it, I was like, that's love, bro. Shout out to you,
for real, man.
And then, but yeah, saying that, man, the thing about that, when you in this industry, man, you got to make sure you know what I'm saying, if somebody needs something, somebody need a ride somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and they up here and you down here, you better go give them that ride. Yeah. Somebody needs you to go get them something from the store, you better go get that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to do little things here and there to build up to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it works, bro.
Yeah.
And
man, that's a good ass story right there, man. I'm glad you got to share that, because there's a lot of gems in that, for real though. Like, you really don't even know where a lot of these opportunities be coming in from. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing that you're gonna do in faith. Like, you're not even really, you just like, man, who knows, something might happen.
Yeah.
And then from there, you connect into who knows, and then they got a story about how they met you back in the day, and you were on the scene, you know, because that's the way it all starts. It always starts like, man, you was on the scene, and then from there, man, and then you got seen.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to be present in the right place in the right time. Honestly.
Man, that shit actually happened to me like a couple weeks ago. They had this event called Dallas Startup Week. Essentially, Chamillionaire. Remember the rapper Chamillionaire, bro?
Chamillionaire?
Is it Chamillionaire?
Nah, bro.
No, it's Chamillionaire,
it's a
right?
joke. They used to make fun of him. They used to
Yeah, you're right about that, bro. Well, man, it's no joke the way that man paper is long right now.
For real?
Yeah, because he got into investment, like pretty much right after. No, technology.
Oh, fire. He
got into technology investment, bro, and he's been letting people know now how he got to where he's at now.
Right.
Like, that man got a portfolio of companies that are doing 8-9 figures, you know what I'm saying, in the technology game. So people could get equity in these tech companies, and just one of them, now you're setting yourself up to be good forever. You know, that's when your money is working for you. So he came through to Dallas Startup Week, and he was like letting people know about it. There were other cool people that were in the building too. The panel speaker, her name was Jade, that was speaking with Chamillionaire. And then they had the founder of AOL pull up, like just different people that were, you know, heavy hitters in the tech game. And what was funny though was I was just walking around in the spot, and I met this girl, and, you know, just introducing myself. And she said that she was supposed to be the bodyguard for Chamillionaire.
Yeah.
So we just talking, and literally 5 seconds after that, Chameleonaire is walking right out. And I told her, hey, I'm going to be Chameleonaire's other bodyguard. So same thing, bro.
Yeah.
I said, what's up to Chameleonaire? His homie, one of his homies was right there too. Literally, if anybody's going to watch the film, if somebody has the film of him walking out to the stage, I'm right there in front. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the bodyguard and all that. It's just another one of those situations where you're on the scene, you're gonna get seen. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna watch that film later back in the later back, and they're gonna be like, man, that boy Nova, he was over there in Dallas Startup Week. You know, in that type of synergy.
Right. Yeah, no, that's facts, bro. And sometimes people don't realize, like, you gotta play a certain role, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes your role ain't always the top dog. You ain't always gotta be a face of everything. Sometimes you gotta be behind the scenes. Sometimes you might be writing for another artist and just helping him, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be just doing random stuff, but it's gonna get you in those doors. It's gonna open doors for you, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say turn that down. I wouldn't turn it down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, man, that's for sure. Yes, sir, and we are back. We back with the star Jovaun, man. One of the hottest rappers, hottest artists in the city right now, for real. Like, who are you influenced by?
Right now, I would say Lil Durk a lot. I really fuck with Lil Durk, more so because of his quality. I feel like me and him have like a similar sound, but then he has that quality to where it's like, damn, he's been doing this shit for a minute, and you can kind of hear it, and the way he approaches the tracks, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what relates to me personally, type shit. But it changes, you know? You asked me last year, I could have told you a whole different person, you know.
Who would
have
been last year?
Shit, I could last year.
YB or something? Am I right?
Hey, I don't got no black forces on, nigga. Chill out. Chill out.
That would have been too descriptive, bro, if you had the black forces.
Last year I probably would have told you 24K Golden, I can't lie, or some shit like that. But I mean, even before that, I feel like it would have been like a Nestle. A lot of niggas don't know Nestle.
Nah.
Fat, light-skinned nigga, but he sounds like...
Who he sound like?
He sounds like auto-tuney, but like clean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like a SoundCloud strictly nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I used to fuck with Juice WRLD a lot. A lot of people tell me I sound like Juice WRLD. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck they get that shit from, but I don't know.
Man, yeah, I think I could hear like the influences of the different artists that you describing. I could hear that in your music, but also like your music is like a blend in your own way of a lot of those artists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
for sure. They say that every artist is like their top 5 artists in one. Yeah, and I believe that's somewhat true.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some truth in that.
So like, what about like Bad Bunny? Like, how do you, like, in the Latin space? Cause like, do you have any songs where you're like primarily speaking in Spanish?
Yeah, I have 2 songs that I'm primarily speaking in Spanish.
Yeah.
I really like Bad Bunny. He's fire. I like his beats. I like his. At first, I didn't like his voice. I can't lie. But now I like his features and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I like Bad Bunny, man. He's fire.
For sure, man. Cause like that trap star, rap star, pop star, rock star. Bad Bunny is one of those people that you think of that's at that high level of that. You know, did he start off on SoundCloud? I think he started off on SoundCloud too.
I don't know his story, to be honest. I don't, but I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people started off on SoundCloud, and like Lil Yachty, for example, that nigga's like,
he's definitely like, he's the apex of like a SoundCloud rapper that their story just went totally different. Like he got like major cosign or whatever, and then from there it was just he was in.
Now he's on Drake's ad-libs and goes everywhere with Drake. And,
exactly.
And Drake looks down to him for influence, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these older cats like Drake is old, bro. So he usually looks to the younger cats like Lil Yachty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he's fucking with Sexy Red, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
They fuck with the youth to get more shit, you know what I'm saying? The new shit, the hot shit, what's hot, they look towards the youth. They look towards us, you know what I'm saying? To pick up on that, because Drake ain't gonna come out. He gonna come out with the same shit.
Man, that's interesting. Man, that's real interesting for real, because like, I'm one of those artists for real where I'm influenced by what I'm influenced by. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, the music that I make is based off of what I love and what I want to hear more of. But then they have other artists where it's more of like they're trying to just stay hot. And that's not to say that that's all a popular artist is preoccupied with.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, like, it's interesting to realize that the reason why sometimes they have that younger audience around them is because they're trying to soak that in so that they can stay, you know, in rhythm with those artists and that relevancy.
Yeah, and I don't knock it at all. I even heard Kanye said the other, like, a few months ago, he said, I'll never listen to a nigga that's older than me. And Ye said that. He's like, I'll never listen to a nigga that's older than me. If I listen to anybody, it's these young niggas, you know what I'm saying? And basically what he meant by that is like,
exactly.
I'm looking to the younger guys for influence because I'm old, nigga. Like,
right.
I ain't coming up with no new fucking cool shit that these young niggas gonna like, and that's where the money's at. The money's where the young people's at, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But you know what's so interesting though is, like, I think that we've realized right now that everybody that's an artist is now playing a different game than it was before.
Hell yeah.
Like, right now, an artist is playing the long game.
Mm-hmm.
You playing the game of sustaining a following.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about now. Before, you had to worry about, it had to be all about how much are you gonna sell within that first couple of weeks or within that first couple of months, because there was disc space, people was trying to, you gotta have space to sell your CDs and all that type of stuff. Then it evolved. And right now we've gotten to a place where the game is actually pretty different. Like, the real game is having a brand that people connect with so that you can be able to sell your merchandise, you'll be able to sell your shows, like all of that stuff. You're connecting your brand to people's souls, and that's going to be able to last forever, So, like, the people that are really creating something long term, it's about the brand, even maybe more than the music,
right?
You feel me?
Yeah, bro. No, for real, it is about your brand. It's about your image, your brand, and first and foremost, your fucking story, bro. If you don't, like, a lot of niggas hop on these tracks and just say, I fucked this bitch, I got the money, I fucked another bitch, I got some more money, I just bought a new whip, I just got a new chain, I just got a new crib, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what life is about, man. I can't. That's why I said Lil Durk, because Lil Durk, he says the most vulnerable shit that people be like, why did he say that? But it's like, nigga, I can feel that shit in my heart. Like, this nigga said some shit that I literally did, and I would never tell nobody.
Look at Rod Wave.
Yeah.
Like Rod Wave, and I don't personally listen to a lot of his music, but he's able to connect with so many people because of, like, his music has, like, soul to it. You know what I'm saying? And not just from a stylistic perspective, but I know that he's real vulnerable with himself in the music. So when you're able to make something that people connecting with, that's the game long term.
That's the long term goal. That's how you build them ride or die fans. You know what I'm saying? Because Rod Wave on that, like, heartbroke shit, and a lot of people been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You've been there. We all been there. You know what I'm saying? So 100. When you can find that niche to where it's like people can relate to your story and what you putting out and the content you putting out, shit, it's up from there, bro. You just find your following, start marketing towards that following, and just nothing towards them, and that's money, man. That's money.
Now the second part about it is some fucking hits, bro.
Yeah.
Making a hit, bro. Like, that's something that every artist, we're all searching for in our own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about you, like, making hits? Like, do you have a mindset that you go into when you're making music? Like, one of the inspirations for me is, like, 50 Cent, right? He used to talk about how instead of, like, just trying to rap, like, he focused on the hooks. Yeah. Because when you can make a hook, he said he would do, like, 10 different hooks for a song before he found the best one. Yeah. And that's the reason why he's transcendent, is because of that mentality. They got a whole bunch of different gems in the mind frame of making a hook that people don't even know about. But, like, if you know about them, then you know about them, and you could use it to make hits. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, like, what about you? Like, do you have, you can't spill the sauce, I know that, but, like, do you have, like, some things that you think about when you're in the booth?
Honestly, when I'm in the booth, I just think about what I've been through and shit. From there, it's just like, what have you been through, and then how can people relate to it? You know what I'm saying? Certain things I can't just say straight up, or I have to say it in certain type of ways to where someone else can comprehend it and feel it. Kind of putting myself in their shoes, you know what I'm saying, instead of putting all of it on me, like telling them a situation I've been through and kind of helping them relate to that, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the mind frame I've been in lately, is just a vulnerability state and telling the fucking truth, man, whether like I'm embarrassed or not, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it is, bro. I'm gonna tell you I was broke. Fuck. Like, I was broke. Shit, I was starving. I had to call somebody for $20. I had to do this and that because that's the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of where I'm at right now, is just telling my true story and where I'm at in life. You know what I'm saying? But at first, I can't lie, I was more so on some, let me pop my shit, let me talk my shit, but then after a while of that, I was like, okay, they already seen that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so much shit pop I can do. Like, you pop your shit, but also be relatable and tell a story and stuff like that. It goes back to what we just said, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, that's the formula for being real. You know, like, even one of the things that's so interesting is, like, a lot of people might listen to, like, Future's music. I listen to a lot of Future. The music, you might think a lot of times that it's just one type of energy, but a lot of times he'll go from talking about his lavish lifestyle, and then from there juxtapose that, like, the next verse we're talking about the struggle. A lot of people don't realize that when you're listening to it, you're getting both of those things right back to back. And that's what's, like, you feeling both of the energies, you know what I'm saying? You going, yeah, man, this is how it is right now, or this is what I'm looking at. But at the same time, it's been something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of life.
No, that's facts, bro. And I feel like Dallas is such a flexy-ass city. It's like, who has this? Who has that? You ain't got no money. You got money.
For real.
You got a section. You ain't got a section. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about shit popping and just what you got to offer. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of draining to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? It's very draining to keep up with. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know, bro. I just don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. No, like, that's a very interesting thing, because I do like to talk about it. Like, we out here in Dallas, right? And Dallas is, first of all, it's a city that I absolutely love. And you've lived here your whole life too. So you can't not love, like, where you from, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, it's like, it's one of those places where it's about respect. Like, Dallas is all about respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that respect, a lot of time, it comes from how long you've been out here and been staying up. You know what I'm saying? After, it's like, we seen the faces of the people, you know what I mean, and just seeing how they moving, and that's after a while of seeing, like, man, they still out here. Oh yeah, man, they really from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the city kind of moves.
I mean, the way people respect you is more so a reflection of how serious you take yourself and how serious you take your craft. You know what I'm saying? Because if a nigga sees how serious I am and how 10 toes down I am behind this shit, how I put my all into this shit, he ain't gonna have nothing to do. He ain't gonna have no choice but to respect me. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm just, like, half-stepping, I'm halfway doing shit, I'm halfway, you know what I'm saying? Nigga he really ain't gonna respect that, you know what I'm saying? You gonna smell it from a mile away, bro. You can smell that shit, bro.
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000, man. I love that answer, man, right there. That's for real, man. It's like, I was thinking about this exact same thing earlier. Like, life is not, the people around you, they're not going to treat you according to how you feel that you should be felt. You should be treated by people. They're going to treat you according to the way that you present yourself to them, and digitally and in person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just a reality of life. It's not about how you feel you should be treated.
Nah, bro.
You have to be moving that way for real,
Yeah.
You know?
It all goes back to yourself, man.
Yeah.
It really all goes back to yourself. It all goes back to what you do behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting on your ass 25/8 but hop out outside, or you hop out in a video shoot, or you do this, or you try to get moving or get in motion with something, you know what I'm saying? People gonna feel that shit. People gonna see it from a mile away, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't fake it, bro. You can't.
Yeah.
So, man, it really shows, man, who puts in the work and who really believes in themselves and who really are betting on themselves and putting their last dollar behind this shit and really be like, fuck it. Here's a band, bro. This is my last money. Here's a band.
You said it right there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So,
betting on yourself.
Yeah.
Investing in yourself.
For sure.
That's the big thing right there.
Yeah.
Like, man, I've helped people aside from like, cause my life is it's a little bit complicated, but it's simple for me. You know, music is my first love. Music is my first memory. And then I got into technology and I fell in love with the tech space as well. It's almost like music is like my first love. Like, you know, you that girl that you met in like high school or whatever age you was in.
Yeah.
And then the technology game is like the girl that I fell in love with because she beautiful, she's stable, you know what I mean? She got a whole lot of potential. You building something special in that type of relationship, you know? So I've been able to get to a place to where I've brought people in that they didn't even see themselves being in the technology space, but they just believed in themselves and they invested in the program. And I said, look, I could teach you how to do this. Right. And in no time, you could be able to be where you want to get to in this space as well. And then from there, you could build the future that you dream of. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that people have really ran that play. There was somebody that I trained. They went from working in a restaurant as a server to working for a robotics company as an engineer. And that person is also creative too. They also love art. Yeah. So now they have that stability that they could also use to now take themselves to another level. You know, so like the big thing I see about life, bro, is people got to be ready to invest in themselves. Right. I just saw a video like a couple hours ago. Some dude was holding this bag and he said, if I asked you to pay me $1,000 for this backpack, would you do it? And the guy said no. And he said, well, that's the difference between a rich person and a poor person, because a rich person will ask what's inside of that bag.
That's what I would ask.
What's inside of that bag?
I was saying, what's in that hoe?
You see what I'm saying?
That could be.
There might be $100,000 inside that bag.
It could be $100,000 cash inside of that bag. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the mentality that you have to have. Is you can't be afraid to invest in yourself. You have to realize that just keep on investing in yourself, and you're gonna be able to. People are gonna respect it, and you're gonna respect yourself because you knowing that you really believe in what you're doing,
and you're really taking the steps to become who you plan on becoming. You know what I'm saying? Who you believe that you can
be. Yeah. A lot of people, like, I'm at a place to where people compliment me on some of the stuff that they think is just regular, like they think it's just my personality, but they don't know that I've been studying how to do some of this stuff for a long ass time. Like I've invested time. Like cash and time, all of my time, and also a lot of money to learn from people that are great in in different spaces, right? So that I can get to where I want to get to, and those relationships pay dividends down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, one of them right now, next month, we might be doing a seminar together. And I started off as somebody that was like a student. You see what I'm saying? Right. And that's what happens when you're not afraid to invest. So like, you know, whether it be merchandise, whether it be, you know, paying to be able to get on the stage, whether it be, you know, whatever it may be, don't be afraid to invest in yourself.
Yes, right. I agree, man. Don't be afraid to take that risk, bro. No risk, no gain.
No gain, bro. And we do want to gain.
No risk, no gain, bro. If you ain't risking nothing, you ain't gaining shit. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's easy to go through the motions out here. It's easy to go to your job. It's easy to just go to your job, go home, eat, sleep. You know what I'm saying? But it's not easy to pick up those extracurricular activities, pick up that book that may teach you, pick up that hobby that may grow your mind or grow your body, or you know what I'm saying? Just, it's easy to go through the motions. But
now, what is Jovaun reading? Are you reading anything right now?
Right now I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And I'm reading a little bit of the T.D. Jakes book.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro.
Getting your spirit right.
Yeah, the T.D. Jakes book is live.
Oh, really?
Like, I should read more, but I read quite a few chapters.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole just pretty much talks about self-elevation, like just elevating yourself, pretty much cutting off people who don't align with your path, who don't align with your dreams, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I fuck with T.D. Jakes heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for cursing as I say it. But
that's good. He said, that hoe, man, fuck that. I'm reading that hoe right now. T.D. Jakes, Jovaun is reading that hoe right now, man.
Nah, I am reading the book by T.D. Jakes. I bought it straight out of the church.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's a good book.
That's what's up, though, man. And, like, the reason why I wanted to ask that question is because, like, beyond what we doing as artists, you know what I'm saying, we are individuals and we trying to better ourselves, you know what I'm saying, our life in different dimensions. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're reading something that's going to help you in your craft. Sometimes you're reading something that you wanted to better your spirit. You know what I mean? We all should be learning.
And that's what it's all about, bro. Being an artist is about becoming the best version of yourself.
100.
You know what I'm saying? Because
100.
That's where people are going to see you best at. That's where people are going to feel you most at. That's where people are going to, like we said this earlier, bro. It's just pretty much the way you take care of yourself is the way people are going to respect you. And
right.
And the way you invest in yourself is the way that people are going to respect you, the way people are going to take you serious, you know what I'm saying? But it's not even about that, man. It's just about putting yourself first and really diving in deep into your growth and being honest with yourself. Like, hey, I'm not good at this. Hey, I'm good at this. Being honest with your weaknesses as well as your strengths. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man. Now, speaking of strength, bro, I know both of us are on our strength journey.
Yeah. I
see you, you know, you be hitting the gym too. You know, I'm about to finish up my first 75 hard challenge this week, man. I started at the top of August.
Right, and what is that? Tell us more about that.
Right, man. So 75 hard is a challenge where for 75 days, you do 2 workouts a day. You stick to a certain diet. This one's gonna be a real hard one. Stay away from alcohol.
Hey, man.
For the whole time.
I fuck with that, bro.
The whole time, bro.
I fuck with that.
It's been
I really like that.
And then you actually read 10 pages of a book
a day.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you take a picture and you're drinking a whole lot of water.
Yep.
Yeah, like a gallon of water.
Yeah.
You know, and all of that, you're doing all of that for 75 days, man. It's been transformational. I just got back from a trip in Las Vegas like last week. So it was extra hard out there, but I still was able to stick through it because I was in rhythm.
Right.
You know what I mean? And man, I'm telling you, bro, like the first thing is like there's a myth where people think that without drinking, they're not gonna be able to have fun.
And socialize. And you know, talk to whoever you want to talk to.
It's a lie, bro.
Talk to females. Talk to, network, whatever.
Yeah, all of that stuff. People think that because it became kind of synonymous with it, but that's not true.
It's not true.
Actually, there's a possibility that you might be able to do all of that stuff on a better level. And you'll be able to feel it deeper. When you're able to
stay sober.
Stay sober. But it's just one of those things where, like society, we just got to a place to where it became the norm. And then it became kind of like, now I feel like it's not played out to drink, but just the way that people made it, they almost made it where it's lame now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they became just like trying to do it all the time. But that's not to be on my high horse, preaching about not drinking. You could drink if you want to, but I just realized for myself personally that I've been on that journey, and it's been beneficial for me. So sometimes it's just good to empower other people in that mentality, because a lot of people, they feel like they have to,
right?
Because of like social conditioning and shit like that. Like I want to set people free of that. And my birthday is this month. We about to be turning the fuck up.
Man, shout out my boy.
Yeah, man, I turned 32.
So,
we about to have a good ass time, man.
Hey, man, I'm there, gang.
Oh, shoot. It's going to be a movie.
Hey, I wasn't even invited, but I'm there, gang.
Oh, you invited. You invited, bro.
Hey.
I was about to shoot you the link, bro.
For sure.
It's gonna be super proper.
Sure.
And on top of that, man, like the vision is kind of just talking about, you know, getting people opportunities to like just get their music played.
Right.
Like I want to be turning up to Jovaun in the club, bro.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Hey, they need to play that. They need to play
like,
that new
we gotta,
shit.
We gotta hear that new shit. Yeah, let me hear about it, bro. You got a new single coming out.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Bad Choices.
Bad Choices. That's perfect, bro. that's no, perfect.
Really, it's me talking about like I can't smoke too much because I be making bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty much just saying like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have balance in life and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be smoking too much za. You get to become an airhead and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie. Yeah, but I'm just pretty much saying like I can't smoke too much za. I'll be making bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
That's
man, having fun with it, bro.
Yeah.
Like just letting the people. That's just that energy that people could. I look forward to hearing the track. Now, when does it get dropped?
Next Friday, 10/27. 10/27, man. You know it's spooky season, man.
Bro, that's 2 days after the birthday.
Yeah.
And then, hey, bro,
we're going stupid and retarded crazy, nigga.
Stupid crazy.
We're going stupid and retarded crazy. You already know what it is. Superstar, trap star, pop star, rock star shit, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, so I'm real glad to hear that. Thank you, Jovaun, for being on the show, man.
Hey, you know I got you, my nigga.
Yeah,
hey,
man. All the way to the top.
My nigga Nova in this bitch, man. Y'all know what it is. She know what it is. We know what it is, man.
Yeah, 100%,
we out this hoe,
man. We out it.
We out this hoe, man.
Yeah.